Okay guys, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this site and start building some products. So to get started, we're going to go up here to e-commerce and to products. This is the product screen. So you'll see a list of all the products in your site. The status being, are they currently offered or are they discontinued or on pause? Over here on the right side, you'll see some tools and a filter. So if you are looking for a certain type of product, you can type it in here and easily find what you're looking for. You can find it by name and also by category. And then of course a button to create a new product. Now do this along with me. We're going to create a product all the way through. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect and you can delete this later. Okay, so on a brand new product, this is how it'll look. Give the product a name. This is pretty self-explanatory. This is just what the product looks like and reads all over the site. This setting here, selling in groups, that just allows you to open up group attributes for this. So if you remember, we looked at an order here. These are all group attributes and these are all line item attributes. So this question is just asking, do you want to unlock group attributes or not? Available for sale, this turns the product on and off in your catalog. So if this is clicked, then people coming to your site will be able to order this product. B2B access is an advanced feature that we'll talk about later. For now, just leave this unchecked. The priority sort number, you can put any number in here. The lower the number, the further left it will be. So if we look at a catalog, this product here has a lower number than this product here. So give your product a number so the system knows where to put it among other products. The export class is used primarily in the accounting sections of the site. When you export out invoices and things like that, your accounting software will want to know which type of product this is. Every company is different, but a good example would be hardware, cabinetry, services. Those are kind of groups or categories that your company might group products into to know where your revenue is coming from. Repeating headers. I'll quickly prepare an example and show you what this looks like. Okay, so here's a panel list for a miter drawer front with the setting turned off. Now let's look at what it looks like with it turned on. Okay, so I turned it on and you see now that every single line repeats the headers on the part list. This isn't a very good use case for this, but you see what it does. You'll rarely use this, but it's there if you need it. Alright, let's go back. I'm going to use a live product so you can see what this stuff does. So image position, I can say bottom and save, and look what it does on the order page. It puts the image on the bottom. If I move that to middle, it puts the image right in the middle of the label and the drop down. The default quantity is usually best left blank, but what it does is if I set a default quantity, more of this product, you see it sets the default. Again, usually it's better left blank. The quantity label you can set to something else. And what that does is sets this to something else. This is kind of handy when you are selling, for example, linear feet of something, or a stick, or something like that. It lets you be a little bit more descriptive. Alright, now the company exclusive setting. This allows you to sell this product to only certain companies, or make it company exclusive. So you could create a product only for one company. It's just theirs. To allow all companies to access it, just leave this blank, or set to none. If you want just one company to access it, just choose the company. Or if you want a select group of companies, then use tags. Select use tags and then select the tag that you want. Now at first you won't have any tags and we'll get into that later. So for now just leave this blank. The public ordering URL, you can copy, open a new tab and paste that in there and watch what it does. It creates a direct link, starts an order, and pops this up. This is really handy if you have a public catalog page on your website and you want to have like an order now button. So if customers are browsing a bunch of pictures, they can hit order now, it opens up a job and gets them started. Okay, images. So obviously products need to have images in the catalog area of the site. So these are the images we're talking about right here. So this one. So at current, this one's set just to have one image. But let me show you what you can do. You can add multiple images. So let's just add some random images and save. Okay, so this is ugly, obviously. But what it's going to do is it's going to allow one image to be large, and then it's going to add images across here, as many as you want. So these smaller images are there just for reference. And you can click on them to see a larger image. So you can add quite a few. Make sure your images are high quality and look good on your ordering page. Okay, I'm gonna flip back and forth between one product that's already built, this one, and another one that we are just barely building, so that you can see what this looks like in the two different stages. So this is the blank one. This is what yours will look like. And you can see that since we turned on group attributes, sell in groups, we will have a section for group attributes and a section for item attributes. And again, to put this in perspective, these are all the group attributes, these are the line item attributes. So this next step, what we're doing is we're adding in order all of the attributes that we want a product to contain. So if we look at this product, you can see that the group attributes, we have wood type, grain direction, panel face, panel profile. And here it is, wood type, grain direction, panel face, panel profile, so on and so forth. If we scroll down to the item attributes, we have width, height. So if we go look at the order, we have quantity, which is always there, width, and height. So you can see how that works. So let's go to the blank product and add some group attributes so you see what it's like. So first of all, if you don't have any, or if you need to just go to your attributes page, you can click this and go to the attributes. We're not going to do that because supposedly we just came from there. So we're going to go to select one, and this just gives us a list of all the attributes that we've pre-created in our site. So we'll choose an attribute, and then we have to add it to the group attribute, and there it adds. We can scroll down, choose another one, and add it. So you'll notice this looks different than an existing product does, with a little message telling us we need to save before we can edit the overrides. So let me explain what that means. We've already created all these group attributes, or just attributes, and we gave them all kinds of settings. So that attribute will take on all of those settings and act just how you told it to across any product you put it in. Sometimes though, you'll need that attribute to act differently depending on the product that it's in. And if that's the case, then you can edit it just at the product level. So if we want to see this wood type, here's how it's set to act. And let's say, for example, on this product, this is going to be too wide and we don't offer it in alder. Now please remember, this is only for this product. Then we're going to go to edit overrides. We can change this number, let's say to 12, and we can say this is not available. And we can save and return. And now for this product only, we don't offer alder and the width is set to 12. If we were to go look at the attribute wood type in the attributes section up here, we would see that the width would be at 15 and alder would definitely be available. So you see that at the product level, you can override and adjust the attributes to fit the product needs. Most of the time though, you'll be able just to leave them how they are. Let's say that we wanted to change the order. Put your mouse until you get a directional arrow, click and hold down and drag up. So if we save this product and go look at it, save this so we can refresh the product, and you can see now that grain direction is the very first selection. And that works with all of these. You can just drag and drop to reorder anything, up or down. So go ahead and put a few attributes in, both group and item, save it, and go check it out in your catalog. Once you've done that, let's go to the new product. So once you save it and come back, you'll notice that the product changes a little bit now that it's saved and gives you a few more options. Some down here and some at the top of the page. So after you save it, it'll look more like this. You'll have all these tabs open up here, and you'll have a new section for output page part sorting. We're going to skip over this part right now. We're going to talk about it when we do output pages. For now, just leave this blank. But I will quickly mention that this output page part sorting, what you can do is, let's say on a panel list, you want to sort all of your panels first by height, then by width, so on and so forth. You could set the primary sorting to height, secondary to width, and on that panel list or that output page, it'll sort how you want it to. And again, this is done at the product level, so it can be different for every product if you want it to. Let's scroll to the top, and look, you've created a product. In the next videos, we're going to go over all of these sections and show you what they do.